Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Lisa and you are watching One Lisa Show. It is Friday Sews and it is day one of Vlogmas. The big question is how far will I get through Vlogmas this year? I don't ever finish it all the way. So we're going to see what happens. I hope you see I'm in better spirits today. I am doing great. My Friday Sews is going to be very little sews, but a lot of chat and a lot of talk. Penny is on the bed. She's playing with a toy. Penny was sick the other day. Yesterday, Penny, we had a rough night. Not last night, the night before, we had a really rough night. I don't know if she got into something. I mean, we walk her. If she burrowed into some leaves and got something, but anyway, she had an upset belly. So we had a night of going out constantly because she had some upset stomach. Yesterday, she started eating some rice, and today has been rice and chicken, and we're doing good. We're hoping she's feeling better. She's acting better. So spunky, playing with her toys. So hopefully she's on the mend. But that does happen a lot at this time of year for many dogs as they get sick because they eat too many little bits of table scraps, and I'm guilty. I give her bits of things that I think are okay for her, but maybe I indulged her too much the week of Thanksgiving. What else do I have to say? This is a me made. I wore a me made today. I am wearing some pants. They're like my fuchsia pink corduroy pants. Let me show these to you. This is, I think it's a Simplicity pattern. It has patch pockets in the front and it's elastic waist, and then I have a t-shirt underneath. I actually worked today, and I'm sorry I didn't bring you guys along on the process because I think sometimes people think real estate is easy and it's not. So it would have been nice to bring you, maybe throughout this month I can bring you a little bit into what it's like to be a realtor. I did a little work today. I have been working on my crochet projects, my sweaters for my nieces for Christmas. So I'm going to show you how far I got on those because that's what I'm going to be working on a lot this next month. But I also have a mend I have to do, and I have a top that I really want to do, and I want to do a sew along for it as well. Let's talk about this stuff and then I'll get into my health. If you've watched some of my last videos, you'd see that I wasn't really able to do a lot of sewing because I was recovering from a surgery. But there was a crochet pattern that I loved. I saw on Ravelry. It's the Granny Pop V-neck sweater by MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and it's a crochet pattern, and it's basically like a fancy granny square for your body. I think it's really cute. I like it, and so I wanted to make one for myself, but also for my nieces. So I have been working on one in particular right now, the younger one, making the adult extra small. And I have some beautiful yarn from Hobby Lobby. I think it looks really good. Might be a little wide for her, but it's a holey sweater, so she's going to have to wear clothes underneath it. She'll have to have an undershirt. So I am loving, this is where I'm at. I've got the length where I like it. I have to just do the ribbing and the cuffing. And we'll see where that leads me. But it's really adorable. I can't wait to make one for myself. There is a crochet along video, and the instructions are easy to understand. So I do highly recommend this pattern at this point of the process. I also did a video about some free patterns out there for fall and winter wardrobes. One of them was the Mason Fauve Tilda blouse. I'm going to send this to my boyfriend to print for me in AO format. And hopefully this next week I can start working on this blouse. I just have to figure out which fabric I want to use. I'm using fabric from my stash, and this will be my first sewing project, I think, moving forward from my surgery. I want to take my time, but I did watch, they have a video as well. It's in French. Not easy to understand. I had the subtitles on, but watching it was helpful and to see what they were doing, even though I couldn't quite understand. I kind of got the gist of it. I am looking forward to making this blouse. Fabric options I'm considering. I'm not in love with either of these. These are two that I think are good contenders. One is a viscose challis from Minerva, and it's crinkled. It needs a good press. It's been in my stash for quite some time. I think I have enough at least to do the short sleeve version of that blouse. And it's a gorgeous golden color. I would call it goldenrod. It is beautiful. It is a little darker in person than what the camera, my iPad, is picking up. It's also late in the day, so the lighting is terrible right now, and I apologize for that. It's just been a long day, and all day I was like, I have to work on my Friday sews video. The other option I'm thinking about is, this came from a Minerva grab bag, and it's a shirting with some lurex woven in, and it's browns. I'm not typically a brown person. It's got brown and a little mustard, and it kind of looks to me like bed sheets, but it was in a grab bag. There's a good amount of it. I know I have enough. I think vertical lines might actually work with this because of the vertical pin tucks and pleats. Just a thought. Kind of change up my wardrobe just a bit there if I choose either or. And then I have a men project. One of my goals for this coming year and moving forward is to preserve the clothes that I have made myself, or the clothes that I own that maybe I didn't make but could sure use a little help. This is the Sahara bra by Ruby's Bras. I made this earlier in the year. I'm going to tell you, this is a great pattern. It's a wire-free bra or bralette. I wear these. I have a handful of them I made, and I think I did a video on it. I love them. All the findings kit, the entire kit for the bralette came from Bra Builders. However, I got a little unraveling on this end, coming from the hook and eye and right here. So this is not a hard fix. This is an easy fix. I am going to work on that as well this week to try to preserve this bra, because this is probably my most worn bra. It is very comfy. It is their micro duoplex, which is smooth, soft. It's against the skin. It's an unlined bra, and there's no need for lining with this, just because it does not itch or chafe on the skin at all. It's something you can sleep in. I usually have these for sleeping bras, but lately I've been wearing them all day. So it's gotten a little extra wear, and these have been going in the dryer, and I think that could also be part of it. And it's going in the dryer, and I'm fine with that. They're going to continue to go in the dryer, but I can mend that little section really easy, and that's what I'm going to plan to do. So I have shown you my projects. Welcome to Vlogmas, day 1. And a little bit about life. I'm recovering very well. I'm 5 weeks out of my surgery. I'm very happy. I feel like I have a lot more movement, and a couple people have reached out to me and asked for an update. And I just, with the holiday and where I was at in my recovery, I just haven't done it in like 2 weeks. So I apologize for that, but it just wasn't right for time for me personally to come out and just talk about it. But I'm recovering very well. I'm feeling better every day. I did get a rash on my incisions, and I had gone and seen my surgeon, and this week a dermatologist, and I had a allergic reaction to the super glue, the Dermabond that they use to seal up your outer skin. Even though the reaction started weeks later, they said that's perfectly normal. So I'm dealing with that. I have some medicine for that. I'm feeling good. It was just a very itchy rash that spread very quick once it started. And if anybody has had an allergic reaction and broke out in hives or has had a rash, you will know it is not fun. Even if your body feels good on the inside, you feel like you're going out of your mind if it's a very itchy rash. I was not comfortable. So I spent a couple of days crocheting, trying to keep my hands busy so I couldn't itch my belly, and watching a lot of Netflix. I can't wait to share. I did watch the final season of The Marvelous Miss Maisel. That was good. I enjoyed it. And then I had something else I wanted to talk about that I have completely forgotten. But I want you all to know that I am somebody that keeps on my health. Like, insane keep on my health. So what I had been right on as soon as that rash started, because everybody told me it's normal for an itch. This was beyond what I thought was normal. I was like, how do people think this is fine? And the redness began. And I was right on it with my surgeon. She was very responsive, immediately got me an antibiotic. Then the Thanksgiving holiday happened and there were no doctor's offices open on the following Friday, Black Friday. So I ended up in urgent care and they had no idea, and they prescribed me things that probably made it worse. So on Monday I got to see my dermatologist's office, and then yesterday I saw my personal dermatologist, and everything is much better today. But there's still a lot of meds to correct it and help it calm down, and there was a whole process to get the remainder of the glue off of my skin, because 4 weeks I still had glue on my skin. But now I know can't use that anymore. They can't use the Dermabond on me. This is my sewing journal. I had a goal to do 52 projects this year. We're in December, and my last project was mid-October, rightfully so because I was going to have my surgery soon after, and that was project 41. It may not happen that I get 52, but I am so proud that I can say I have made 41 items this year. And besides that, 15 of those 41s were just made with scraps. So using my scraps wisely, being conservative with my fabric, and notes to help me in the future if I go back to making some of these items. I am so pleased I did this, and I'm going to continue this, and we'll see if I can have a goal to reach another number next year. Sometimes having the goals aren't as good as the journey, but I am really happy. I was pressed closer to September, thinking I really need to get in gear. But honestly, I did 41 so far, and there's some things I'd like to do before the end of the year. My priorities are my Christmas gifts to my nieces, which are sweaters that they may never wear or wear one time. One more thing about health I want to talk about. Getting a hysterectomy was, I've now realized, for some people it's not hard. It's not trying, it's relieving. Some people recover very different than others. Everybody recovers at their own pace. And I know there's a lot of nurses and retired nurses that watch my channel. And I guess people recover from surgeries at their own pace, and everybody's surgery is different. Whether it's a hysterectomy or if it's an abdominal surgery, muscle surgery, cardiac surgery, if you have a surgery of any type on your body, it's a trauma, and everybody responds and recovers differently. I'm going to tell you, I have a friend that said, oh, the hysterectomy, everybody should get one. It is the best thing she ever did. I thought it was one of the hardest recoveries I've ever had, and I want to just preface that. I had cancer and I had 2 years of chemo, and this past 5 weeks with the complication, because I had complications with cancer too, but this past 5 weeks with the complication with the rash and just how awful I felt after, this was not fun. I don't recommend it. I needed it. They took more than I thought they were going to take. I'm losing hair. I'm frustrated. I'm on so much prednisone right now that I could not go to my gala tonight to get inducted in as president of the Northwest Indiana Realtor Association next year. That's just my little whine and moan. I'm blessed that I'm feeling as good as I am today. I'm happy, I have energy, I have pep in my step. I was able to hang out with my dog as she was sick. I was able to take her out when she needed to go out and do her business at that moment. So I am very mobile. I am still not lifting heavy things, but I am doing more around the house. I'm feeling confident. I can stretch a little more than I could before. Before I had a hard time putting my own socks on. So I am progressing very well. I see my doctor in about 2 weeks, and I'll report back with that checkup, but hopefully I'll take you along because I won't forget about Vlogmas. There's no reason to. I am pretty busy at work, and that's a good thing. That is all I have to report. That's a very long video for me. And thank you. Thank you for watching and hanging in there. And hopefully I can provide some fun content throughout this next 24 days of Vlogmas.